Hi, I'm Elizabeth Harkins, the co-founder of All the Dogs.
And I'm Crystal Spencer, co-founder of All the Dogs.
At All the Dogs, we have an amazing foster program. Our fosters can take home our boarding dogs and introduce them to life in a home and ultimately get them ready for the forever home. This gives us insight into who the dog is and how they behave so that we can match them with the perfect family. If you're a foster, we provide all veterinary care, food, and supplies that the foster dog may need.
You're about to hear stories from some of our fosters.
Hi, my name is Liz, and I am a foster with All the Dogs. And I just wanted to share a little bit about my fostering experience and why I do it. So I began fostering in 2022 with Humane Society because they had a disease outbreak and they were looking for immediate fosters to help out so other dogs didn't get exposed to the disease. And so I said that I would try it out. So with that dog, I had her for about a month. And then after about a month, I found her a really great home. And then after that, I have never wanted to stop. I think fostering is a really great experience, not only for you, but for the dog as well. Because not only do you get to take a dog out of the shelter, which then hopefully opens up a space for another dog that has to come in, but you get to expose them to a home environment. You get to do some training, figure out if they're good with other dogs or not. And so I just think fostering has been a really eye-opening experience for me. And with All the Dogs, I have fostered one little girl named Eva. She was brought into the shelter and was immediately put on the priority list, which is another term for the euthanasia list, because she was too shy to walk in the shelter. She had to be carried everywhere. And she just wasn't presenting well, so she had a low chance of being adopted. All the Dogs was gracious enough to pull her, and I took her in, and I only had her for about 9 days before she found her forever family. Fostering doesn't have to be a lifelong commitment. You typically take the dog until it gets adopted, but we are always looking for temporary fosters as well, especially over the holidays, over summer breaks, things like that. If you ever want to try it out, it's a great experience.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm a volunteer with All the Dogs, and I've also fostered through them before. And I was fortunate enough to foster Creed. It was just such a positive experience. One of my favorite foster memories and stories with him is first bringing him home in the first few days that we really watched him come out of his shell. He just spent a lot of time in the shelter and then just a little bit in boarding, and it was just awesome to see him blossom out. I really enjoy fostering because you just give a dog an opportunity that might not have one otherwise. It's just a very rewarding experience in general. My favorite part of fostering is seeing the dog go to their new home and all your hard work per se, just paying off for just taking care of them and just, letting them heal after the shelter. And then once you finally see them with their new family, it's just amazing. I got to watch Creed go to his new family, and it just is the perfect fit for him. And I hear about how well he's doing. It's just super rewarding in general. A lot of people think that they can't foster if they're busy or if they have other dogs in their home, or if you even just live in a condo. The rescues will work with you, and they'll match you with a great dog that will just fit your personality or fit your lifestyle. More people can foster, even if they don't think they can. Even if you just take a dog out for a weekend or for a day, just to get out of a boarding situation, just to have some different experiences and to socialize them, and to just even give them a pup cup. There's just so many different ways that you can foster per se, and it doesn't have to be for a long-term commitment. It can just even be for a day.
Hey, I'm Jordan, and this is my fiance, Byron.
Hey, I'm Byron.
We started fostering on accident 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a dog on Facebook I wanted to foster, and I asked Byron as a joke, and he said yes. She turned out to have a lot of behavioral problems, so we adopted her. But through that, we just saw the need for fostering and how many dogs get euthanized in the shelters and don't have homes, and we love dogs, and we jumped in to help.
I got a dog from a shelter when I was 18 and 19. His name was Franco. He was 12 weeks old when I first got him. Now he's 8, and he's been my best friend for the past few years. For the few years that we've been together, we've been fostering, adopting, and getting to know all these dogs. And we know there's a overflow in strays and dogs at the shelter, so we're trying to do our part to alleviate that. We have a foster, Louie. He's number 29.
Yeah.
We have Louie. He's our foster, and he's a great dog. Hopefully we can get adopted out soon.
He's 3 years old. He's house trained, crate trained, loves to play with other dogs, loves kids.
He's a big baby.
He has the whole package. And in this couple of years we've been fostering, we've foster filled 3. And then we've had a total of 29 fosters come through our house. So that's 29 dogs that have gotten a second chance. It seems overwhelming at times with how full the shelters are, but if you look at it that way, that's still 29 lives we've made a difference in.
Hey guys, it's Katie. I'm a foster and volunteer with All the Dogs. I love being just generally a part of All the Dogs, getting to volunteer at events, getting to walk dogs, and also getting to pull fosters into my home and take care of them. After being a volunteer at the shelter, I took in my first foster very unexpectedly. He was just supposed to stay for the weekend, but you know how that goes. And then he stayed for a few months to undergo heart work treatment. So the benefits of fostering there, that not only did he get to recover from his partworms, from being a stray and not having the right treatments, but also he really opened up, and we found out that he's great with dogs. So now he lives in a home with awesome dogs. But I've had a few fosters from All the Dogs now, starting with Wanda, a very sweet little girl who was just overlooked in boarding after being returned from a previous home. And after some time in the home and getting to really see how she is in the home, she found a great home of her own. Currently, I have Forrest, Elsie, and Charlie, who are about 6-month-old, 30 to 40-pound puppies, and Nugget, who's about 50, 60 pounds, and she's about a year old. I started with All the Dogs about when the rescue was founded, because I really love our mission. We pull dogs from the euthanasia list as boarding space, foster homes, and the funds allow, so that we can save as many as possible and really give them the time that they need to find homes. So that's why I started fostering for All the Dogs. After joining the rescue, I started pulling some dogs from our boarding facilities in my home. The great part about fostering with All the Dogs is that most of our dogs are in the boarding facility, which means that before you take them into a foster home, there's much less pressure, and you can know a little bit more about the dog and really see how they do with your home and the dogs in your home before committing to foster.
The foster program is one of the most rewarding programs. There's nothing like changing the life of a dog and sending it to its forever home. To sign up, you can complete a foster application at our website, www.allthedogsal.com.